For decades, helicopters have been a symbol of battlefield mobility. They hover where planes cannot. They strike where ground forces cannot reach. But today, the United States military is taking that idea much further. What you're about to see is not just another helicopter. It is one of the most aggressive military helicopter designs ever tested. A machine built not just to fly, but to dominate. This aircraft represents a turning point in rotary wing aviation, a glimpse into the future of air combat, and a clear message that the next generation of warfare will be faster, deadlier, and far more complex. For a long time, traditional helicopters have faced hard limits. They're versatile but slow, powerful but vulnerable, deadly yet increasingly exposed in modern combat environments filled with advanced air defenses. As threats evolved, so did the battlefield, and the old designs began to fall behind. So the United States military asked a critical question. What if a helicopter could move faster? What if it could maneuver more aggressively? What if it could survive in airspace that was once considered too dangerous to enter? The answer is what you're seeing tested in this video. This experimental helicopter is part of a new philosophy in military aviation. Not incremental improvement, but radical change. Its design focuses on one central idea: overwhelming battlefield performance.
Everything about it, from its aerodynamics to its flight control systems, is engineered to push beyond the limitations of conventional helicopters. During these test flights, engineers and pilots are not simply checking whether it can fly. They are measuring how far it can be pushed and how well it holds together when operating at the edge of what's possible. The word aggressive is often used to describe this helicopter, and for good reason. Aggressive doesn't just mean how it looks, it means how it behaves in the air, how it moves, how it fights. This aircraft is designed to engage faster, maneuver harder, and operate closer to danger than anything before it. In modern combat, speed is survival. The faster an aircraft can move, the less time it spends exposed to enemy fire. And that's where this helicopter truly stands apart. One of its primary goals is speed, significantly higher speed than traditional helicopters. This allows it to reach objectives faster, respond to threats more quickly, reduce vulnerability during combat operations. Every second shaved off a mission timeline increases survivability for both the aircraft and the troops depending on it. In contested airspace, hesitation can be fatal. This helicopter is built to eliminate hesitation. But speed alone isn't enough. Maneuverability is just as critical. Modern battlefields are unpredictable. Threats can appear from any direction: missiles, anti-aircraft fire, electronic warfare.
This helicopter is designed to react instantly. Sharp turns, rapid altitude changes, aggressive directional shifts.
These capabilities give pilots the ability to evade threats, reposition during combat, and maintain control even under extreme conditions. It's not just flying, it's tactical movement in 3 dimensions. The test footage shows an aircraft that appears confident in the air, stable, yet ready to strike, controlled, yet powerful. These test flights are about more than proving a concept. They're about gathering data that will shape the next generation of military aircraft. Because this helicopter may never enter mass production in its current form. Instead, it serves a greater purpose. It is a flying laboratory. Every maneuver, every vibration, every performance metric feeds into future designs. The technologies tested here, advanced aerodynamics, flight controls, and performance enhancements, could soon appear in operational helicopters used around the world. This is how military aviation evolves, not overnight, but through relentless testing and bold experimentation. The video also places this aircraft within a much larger picture. The United States military is preparing for conflicts that will demand unprecedented speed, flexibility, and coordination. Future wars will not be slow, they will not be predictable, and they will not forgive outdated technology.
Helicopters will still be essential, but only if they can survive in high-threat environments. That's why designs like this matter. This experimental helicopter aligns with broader modernization efforts, such as the Future Long-Range Assault Aircraft program. These initiatives explore compound helicopter designs, aircraft that blend vertical lift with airplane-like speed. The result is a new class of rotorcraft, helicopters that can fly farther, move faster, and strike with precision. The line between helicopter and airplane is beginning to blur, and that blur is intentional. Because the future battlefield doesn't care about tradition, it rewards adaptability. Helicopters like this could one day insert troops deep behind enemy lines, provide close air support in heavily defended zones, operate alongside drones and stealth aircraft, coordinate with ground forces in real time. They won't just support the battlefield, they'll shape it. What makes this moment so significant is not just the aircraft itself, but what it represents. A willingness to challenge decades of design assumptions, a refusal to accept existing limitations, and a clear understanding that air superiority must be continuously earned.
The technology being tested today could define military aviation for the next generation. So when you see this helicopter in flight, you're not just watching a test, you're watching the future being negotiated one maneuver at a time. Every successful flight brings the military closer to aircraft that are faster, smarter, and far more capable than anything currently in service. The message from these tests is unmistakable. The future of helicopters is not passive, it is aggressive, it is fast, and it is unforgiving. The United States is not waiting for the next battlefield to appear. It's preparing for it right now. And this helicopter, bold, experimental, and uncompromising, may be one of the clearest signs yet of where military aviation is headed.